Peace. I come to you guys again with a little ride and share. I don't know if I introduced myself, but my name is Tahara. And I was laughing at myself before I got on the camera. And I do that a lot, and it's funny to me. I make my own jokes, but that's fine. But I was laughing a little bit because I kept saying, I don't even think you told them people what your name is. You so crazy, girl. Terrible. And then I had another giggle with myself because I'm like, you can tell I had a crazy day at work because my wrap was just as nice when I went to work this morning. And I didn't move this wrap around so many times and just aggravated it. And oh my goodness. And then I cracked up laughing. But the good thing is today I did get a couple of things done. I worked, of course I did my job, but I also did my test. So this weekend, I'm in school again, as I mentioned before, to change careers to project management. So this over the weekend, I did a lot of my coursework over the weekend, and then I took a test, and I kept telling myself I shouldn't take this test because I was aggravated. Well, not really aggravated, but I was tired, and my husband and myself, we went out and we enjoyed ourselves because this weekend we celebrated our anniversary. Today's our anniversary. Woo, woo, woo. 7 years. Yes, man, we made it. But anyway, so we went and celebrated our anniversary and enjoyed ourselves. So, any event. So I was rushing and really didn't do too well on my test. But I went back, and today I actually went back and took my test again, and I did really, really well. So now I'm off on to the last and final course before I get my certificate in project management, and then I can sit for my testing, which I'm really, really, really excited, and I can see it all over my face. I'm truly excited, and I feel, accomplished. But I came to you guys to talk to you guys a little bit about pushing through. So that a little bit of backstory came, in order to give you a little history of the reason and why I'm having this conversation with you guys on my way home, and just want to talk to you guys about pushing through. I know at times, you face adversity, and you may face times where you feel like, things aren't moving in the direction you want it to move in, or either, you're just going through things and you're hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, and just want you guys to keep pushing through. Keep on striving, even if it's a little bit, every little bit helps. You heard that song, Bobby Brown. I think that was Bobby Brown. Every little step you take, every little step I take is going to add up to, and every little step you take is going to add up to the whole of where you're going. Even if you take a little break, but don't quit. Quitters never win. Just don't quit. Keep on going. Keep on going. Whatever you do, just keep on going, because it's going to feel good. That's just like, yesterday I didn't do well on my test. So with the course that I'm taking, if you don't do well on your test, you have to wait 24 hours to repeat your test. So I had to wait until today about 3 o'clock to take my test. So what I did was, I went back when I had a chance at work and reviewed all the stuff that I had to do, and reviewed all the stuff, the materials that I learned, to see where I went wrong at, or if it's just because my brain was just so clouded. And, I think it was a combination of both. I went over some material, but I didn't go deep down in depth in the material that I've actually learned. I just did a little bit. And then I just waited for the time for about 3:30, and I took my test. And first time I took it, bam, passed it right away. Boom. So I just had to have grace for and mercy for myself, really grace for myself, because, I'm doing a lot. A mother, and although my children, they're older, so I don't have little children, but I'm still a mother regardless. And, for all the mothers of older children, they still call. They still need assistance, They still need those talks. And then I have one at home, and who still need guidance, period. So, although my children aren't young, but my motherly duties never stop, and having those talks. And my oldest one, he called me with, his stuff that he's going through, and, having that talk. It was good to be, spend that hour and some change on the phone with him. That was good. It felt good. And then, my youngest son, he calls and still need that motherly guidance, and they still want it. So, that's my duty. That's my job. And my job never stops as a mother. And then I have my job at work, that I get paid for. I have to show up there, and I have to put my percentage, even when I don't feel like it. I have to, because that's what I'm getting paid for. So, and then I, have work, schooling. So, I want to put forth all my effort there. So it's like I'm being torn in 4 or 5 different directions. And then, my husband, I still have to nurture my marriage, because that still needs nurturing. Although, we're 7 years in, and he's a grown man. Yeah, I know that, but still, that still needs nurturing also. So, sometimes I be all nurtured out, honey. Goodness. I just feel like sometimes do I even have any more for myself, So some days I just take, time to myself, which is important. But although lately I haven't had much time for myself, but, I am improving myself. So with me going to school and, changing careers, that's something that I want to do. So I use that as my self-care, because I am improving myself and doing something that I finally want to do. So I'm cool with it for now. I have to understand that my days of going to go get my nails done or my toes done, I have to limit those right now, because I have some other stuff I need to focus on, and that's fine. I'll get that done. I'm not worried about that. That's not what my focus is on right now. But in any event, I just came to you guys to, give you guys some encouragement, and give myself some encouragement to, keep going, keep striving. It may be hard. You're going to come up with obstacles. You're going to come up to obstacles, and you got to look at it as track and field. And, when they jump over those hurdles, and, they keep on running. And that's what you have to look at it when you face obstacles. It's just a hurdle. And jump over that hurdle and keep on running until you reach your destination. And you're going to be ultimately proud of yourself when you get that medal. Like with track and field, you get that medal. Life is like track and field. You're running to get that medal. Don't rush through it. Sometimes you got to take your time through stuff, but, put forth all your effort when it's time for you to jump over that hurdle, that obstacle. Put forth all your effort and jump over that hurdle. Leap over that obstacle and keep it running. And that's it. Peace, peace, peace. From Tahara. That's the word of advice. Jump over that hurdle and keep it moving. Peace.